What?
What?
What the hell is this?
Harumph. I didn't get a harumph out of that guy.
Give the governor harumph.
Harumph!
You watch your ass.
I see you shiver with anticipation.
Let the show begin.
Hey everybody, this is David Heretic coming at you with another edition of Reactions, Reviews, and Rants. And tonight... Alright, we're coming back to Sakura Gakuin. Yes, indeed. Sakura Gakuin fans, feeling you. Come on now. Here we go. Before we go any further, for those of you who are feeling inclined to doing all of the clicks and the likes and the bibbidi-bobbidi-bob, do me a favor. Before you do all that stuff, please watch the whole video first, okay? Give me a chance to actually earn those clicks and likes. Now, after the video's done, if you still feel like doing all those clicks and likes, then by all means, feel free to click away. This comes as a request from SCL, and it was also the winner of the Patreon request prioritization poll, winning with 70% of the vote, moving it from number 776 in the queue straight up to number 1. So yes, indeed, ladies and gentlemen, your voice, your vote does matter. They all want to see me react to this. It is Sakura Gakuin with a tune called Fairy Tale.
Behold, I have emerged from the place of spells and fairies.
Now, have I heard the song before? No, I have not. To the best of my knowledge, this does not resonate with me in any way, shape, or form. However, there's always a possibility I may have heard the song in passing and I just don't realize it. So as always, if I start listening to the song and I suddenly go, hold it, hold on, I've heard this before, I'll let you know.
That's the truth.
You know me, I'm gonna be honest with you guys. This was posted by LSC. See a correlation here. I'm beginning to have some questions. And the video has 69 views. Not gonna get you there. Sorry. No, look, I'm sure the song is fine. I'm sure the video's fine. I'm sure everything's just fine. I'm just saying 69 views. It's not gonna get you there. Other than that, there's really nothing else left to say. Link to the original video will be down below in the video description for your viewing pleasure at your leisure. Let's get started. What do you say? Are you ready? Are you ready? Because here we go. All right, here we go. 2019, 3/30. So March 30th, 2019. No idea. Fairy Tale. The Road to Graduation 2018 final. Cool. All right, let's do this.
All right, boy, let's do this.
How many of you guys have ever played the video game Omega Quintet? If you have played that video game, I don't need to say anything else, do I? You know where this is going, right? Yeah, exactly. Okay. Very pop idol-ish. Very, very pop idol-ish. That J-pop idol style. Look, there's nothing wrong with that. Okay, there's absolutely nothing wrong with that. There's an obvious demographic for it. There's the audience that is here for it. They love this stuff. They're all in favor of it. And it's pretty much the only thing that they listen to. And that's, guys, there's absolutely nothing wrong with that. Okay, there isn't anything wrong with that. But if you're asking me for my opinions, which is why you're here, this is not up my alley in any way, shape, or form. No. The music is very poppy. The music is, I would dare say the game is video game-ish. Like that style of video game, like Omega Quintet. It absolutely fits that style of video game, for sure. I will say that the ladies are singing well. I will say that the choreography looks like it's on point. Everybody looks like they know what they're doing. Everybody has the roles. Everybody knows how to do those roles. That's good. You know, for the sake of a live show, it looks tight. Okay. The singing sounds nice. The music sound is pleasing to the ear. But if you're going to ask me if this is impressive, my answer is going to be no. I'm really not impressed by this. And to be honest with you, I'm not even really feeling it. There's not even any rock elements. It's pure pop. And that's fine. Like I said, I know there's a demographic for it. I know there's people who love listening to this stuff. I am not one of those people. So,
Nope.
Anyway, let's keep going here. I could sum up my entire review with this one sentence. For what it is and what it's supposed to be, they did a fine job. That could be my entire review right there. Summed up, nice and neat with a pretty little bow. Obviously, there's more to it than that. There's more I could say, and I'm going to say with the actual review. So let me get my thoughts together. I'll see you in the review, and we'll talk about it. Well, there you go, folks. That was Sakura Gakuin with Fairy Tale. This was a request from SCL, and it was also the winner of the Patreon Request Prioritization Poll, winning with 70% of the vote. Moving up for number 776 in the queue straight up to number 1. So yes, indeed, ladies and gentlemen, your voice, your vote does matter. Okay, before I give my score, gotta give the same spiel that I'm giving in every single video for the entire month of March. If you've already heard the spiel, fast forward about 5 minutes, you're gonna be right about where you need to be, okay? Now, for those of you that haven't heard the spiel, I need you to listen up. I need you to listen up very carefully, okay? Listen to everything I have to say. Otherwise, you're gonna be very, very confused. We are going back to the old scoring system, okay? We've already made the change. We've been doing it since March 1st. So yeah, we're back in full effect with the old scoring system. You guys told me this is what you wanted. We voted on it. 2/3 of the vote said go back to the old way. So we're doing that. We're absolutely doing that. And I got no problem doing it. I'm perfectly fine with that. Here's the thing though. The number one concern that people had with going to a 5-star system was there was going to be a lot of 4-star ratings given. A lot of songs from a lot of bands were going to be getting the exact same score. And I see that happening. I absolutely agree with you guys. That is a point of concern. Here's the thing though. It's already been happening. It's been happening since pretty much day 1 on the channel. If you look back at the history of scores I've given on the channel, I would say about 2/3 of the scores that I've given have been between the scoring range of 7.4 to about 8.6. Now, I know people are going and doing the math on their heads really quick, and they're going, well, that's 13 different scores. You're absolutely right. It is 13 different scores out of 100, which means 13%. We have a 13% window that 2/3 of the scores I've given have fit into. Sounds pretty much like a lot of 4-star ratings to me. Actually, a 4-star rating, that'd be 20%. It'd be a bigger window. So, yeah, it's a very tight space with that 13%. So that problem's already happening, folks. It wouldn't have been any different, but that's okay, because I have a solution. The solution to the problem is this. I've just got to get tougher. I've got to get harder, and I got to make it a lot more difficult to get those higher rating scores. And we've got to refocus on making 5s the medium ground. So from now on, every single song is going to start at a 5, and it's going to work its way up into the higher scores, or it's going to work its way down into the lower scores, or it could just stay around that 5 range, you know. But every single song from now on is going to start at the 5 range. That's what I should have been doing from the beginning. So yeah, we're gonna get tougher, we're gonna get harder, and we're gonna make it work like that to avoid that concentration of scores from now on. Now, second point of contention I gotta make is this. During the live stream, people were making the comments and making the suggestions that in order to facilitate making the scoring system a little more accessible to everybody, maybe I should give more than one type of score. So keep the old scoring system and have it correlate with other types of scoring. Great idea. It really is a great idea. And there were a number of people on the live stream that suggested that, and I'm going to do it. I'm absolutely going to do it. So I'm going to give the same score 4 different ways. We're going to have the old score numeric system. We're going to have a scale system where we're going to have the greats, the really goods, the pretty goods, the okays, so forth and so on. We're going to keep the star system, so we're still going to have the 5-star scoring system, and we're also going to have a letter grade that would correlate with what that numeric score would equate to. So we're going to have the numeric score, a scale score, out of 5-star rating, and a letter grade. Now, if you cannot take those and pick at least one of those 4 and internalize it, interpret it, and understand it, then folks, I can't help you. I'm sorry. There's nothing I can do to help you with that. My suggestion, my recommendation, you're probably going to want to go find another channel to watch. This is probably not going to be the channel for you, okay? Now, having said all of that, I have to do this every single video for the entire month of March. Yikes. Anyway, having said all of that, let's get to the score for this song and this video and this performance. On a scale of 1 to 10, believe it or not, I am going to give that a 7.1. Yep, 7.1. I feel good about that score. Let me tell you why.
Why?
Okay, 7.1. What does that mean? Well, a 7.1 would equate to a really good scale score. So getting a really good score. It's getting 4 out of 5 stars, and it's getting a B letter grade. Yes, a B letter grade. Not a C, a B letter grade. Because remember, I don't just stop at 50% and then say, well, everything under 50% is just incomplete. No. I go all the way down into the zeros. So, yes, in order to get an F, you gotta be down in the, seriously, an F is, wait a minute, what is an F? Oh, an F is under 2. So if you get a 1.9 to a 0.0, that's gonna be in the F range, okay? Just letting you know. There's varying degrees of Fs. There's an F plus, an F, and F minus, just like there is in school. But yeah, you gotta get all the way down there to get an F. Yeah, your C's are like, seriously, that's where your 5s and your 5s and your 4s are, is going to be the C grade. Anyway, so you got a 7.1, you got a really good, you got 4 out of 5 stars, you got a B letter grade. Now, how did I come to this 7.1? So glad you asked. This is absolutely not my cup of tea. Absolutely not. There was no rock elements like we heard in the first reaction I did to Sakura Gakuin. There was a lot of rock elements, and it felt really good. The song felt good. The song felt nice. It had a rockin' attitude. It had some nice energy and drive, and I was digging on the song. This did not have that. Oh no, it didn't. This was absolutely 100% J-pop, J-idol music, and yeah, it is not my cup of tea in any way, shape, or form. I was really, I wasn't watching the clock, but at the same time, I was like, I can't wait for this to be over. Not my thing, guys. I'm sorry, it's just not. Now, having said that, though, it was still really good. The song, well written, well constructed. I can't find any fault in the song other than just personal taste. I'm just, not my thing. But looking at the song from a songwriting standpoint, it made perfect sense. It was well constructed. Verse, pre-chorus, chorus, verse, pre-chorus, chorus, breakdown, pre-chorus, chorus. It all made perfect sense. So I can't knock it. I absolutely can't knock it. It was well done, well constructed, and at the end of the day, that's what you gotta look at from a songwriting standpoint. As far as the live performance goes, the girls sounded good. They sounded nice. I didn't hear anything that stuck out like a sore thumb for the ladies. The visual, I'm going to be honest with you, the visual was probably the strongest part of the song and of the performance. Their choreography, I gotta say, was really well done. I was actually really impressed with the one section. It was towards the end where they all came into the line, and into a straight line, and they moved forward. I'm thinking to myself, oh God, are we going to have a can line? That's going to be awful. That's going to be terrible. Please don't do that. And they didn't do that. Instead, they had 3 offsets, and they were all in correlation. So one person, every third person did one thing, and then every third person starting from the 2 also did something different, and then every third person starting from the 1 did something completely different as well. And then after they did it, they separated. 1 step forward, 1 step back, one took 2 steps back. I think the 2 steps back came first, then came a step forward, then another person took the step back, just like 1 step back, and then everybody took a step forward, all moving in unison at that point. That was nice. Nice to see some choreography that had some differentiations between the three different subgroups. And they all worked together, and they all complemented each other. So that was really well put together. The moves were simple, but it looked good together. So no problems there. Now the choreography looked really nice. I'm not a choreography expert. I don't pretend to be in any way, shape, or form. But I will say visually, it was a lot of fun to watch. Actually, it was fun to watch them coming together and making all the moves work in sync with each other. So I have no problem with it. And like I said, I think it's the best part of the video. The song itself, very video game-ish. I made the comparison. For those of you that have ever played the game Omega Quintet, you know where this is going. It definitely had that type of J-pop idol style that could have been easily sang by 5 or 4 or 6. It didn't have to be, I don't know how many people were on the stage. 18, I guess, however many people there were on the stage. But didn't need that many, but it still works. You could have any number with a song like that, and it'll work out as long as everybody sings in key together. Yeah, but I could actually see the song being used in like a video game like Omega Quintet. That same style of anime style game. So yeah, but I mean overall at the end of the day, it is really good. I'm not a fan of it personally, but I mean it's still, looking at it objectively, it's still really good. So in closing, we'll wrap it up here with a nice pretty bow. 7.1, really good, 4 out of 5 stars, B letter grade. Take your pick, I don't care, whichever one of those floats your boat. Final word, final score, I have spoken. Well, that's gonna do it for this edition of Reactions, Reviews, and Rants. Hope you all enjoyed the show. Hopefully I was able to entertain you. If I was able to put a smile on your face and brighten your day, then I did my job, and I'm so glad I could do it. If you guys feel like joining the fan base, go ahead and click on that button down there. If you guys want to like the video, go ahead and like the video. If you guys want to ring the bell, go ahead and ring the bell. It honestly doesn't make any difference at all to me, but if you guys feel like doing these things, well then by all means, feel free to do so. Well, that's going to do it for the night, folks. Thank you very much for watching, and as always, this is David Heretic signing off, reminding you to stay fabulous and support each other. Later. Peace.